Up next, we have Opto Investments. Opto gives advisors the technology and the support they need to manage the complexities of private markets. Opto, take the stage.
Hey, future-proof. Can you hear me? We have an audience. Good to see everybody. I'm Ryan, Opto CEO, former head of finance for BlackRock Asia. This is Jake, a top investor for Bridgewater before he helped found Opto Investments. We've taken the collective knowledge of our firm as well as a ton of feedback from hundreds of advisors to try to come up with a systematic solution to access the private markets. We heard three things loud and clear from advisors. Everybody's aware the private markets are growing. We're also aware that private market exposures in your client portfolios can be a real engine for alpha. And the last thing we heard was that everybody knows what private markets do and how they work, but they're not working for you. So we want to fix that. We're going to take you through a live instance of our platform where we're going to talk about pre-trade activity, portfolio construction, some pacing models. We're going to talk about how to analyze the private markets, take that all the way through to the tail end of an investment. Jake's going to take it from here.
Thanks, Ryan. Yes, we founded Opto in 2020 to build something purpose-built for the independent community. There's too much out there that was built for institutions and ported over, or to be a brokerage product. We want to build for this community and only for this community. And the software is a reflection of that. We're going to walk through just one piece of this today, but we have tools for onboarding new investors and understanding what they need from privates, for learning about them, accessing funds on our platform, doing diligence, research, analytics. But we're going to zoom in today on how an advisor could go from 0 to 1 in building a custom allocation for their practice so that there can be a single place where clients can get scalable alternative exposure with one subdoc, one K1, and inherent diversification. And so one way someone might start this is to think about who are my clients, and what do their portfolios look like, and what are their needs. We integrate with all the major reporting, custody, and CRM systems, so can take a bird's eye view from the practice level and start to understand the breakdown of our clients and how we might use privates to better meet their goals. And so here we've split it down into just 3 simple buckets. It can get more granular, but growth, balance, and income are probably a pretty good place to start. And digging in there, we can see what it might look like to add a growth allocation. And so here, the system's going to start by recommending an asset class mix, open for customization. But here we'll be recommending venture, private equity, and real estate. Based on the inherent diversification within asset classes, we would recommend how many managers, and then go through managers that we've diligenced, managers that are in various stages of diligence from our network, from your network, and also available funds that have already been diligenced and allocated to from Opto's balance sheet. Lastly, we've invested a lot in education. We have hundreds of articles, videos, primers that are available in conjunction with content we can custom create with clients to build packets to make sure advisors and clients are knowledgeable and excited about these opportunities. Once we've done that, we can push this out to advisor instances. And so in their available funds tab, they'll see this white-labeled Noble Advisors 2023 fund with a breakdown of venture, private equity, and private credit, target returns by median and top quartile, and then able to double-click into the funds that are going to make this up to start. We break out our diligence. You can go through how we got to a yes on this fund in conjunction with our clients, and also make this readily available in client-friendly 2-pager format so you can quickly go through strategy, track record, examples, and a lot of analytics around the cash flows and planning for these portfolios. Now, when an advisor wants to add a client, it's as simple as clicking a button. And so if we want to allocate $800,000 for Richard Feynman, we just enter that. We'll click Generate Investment Plan here. And it'll load in a second on slow Wi-Fi.
Let's go Wi-Fi.
There we go. And then we'll just click into this proposal, which will take all the pre-trade analytics baked into our system across hundreds of thousands of funds, tens of thousands of managers, and condense those learnings into a simple proposal. Scroll back up a little bit. Going through what we're going to do, what's the shifts represent, why we're going to do it, what's going to happen in terms of growth in the portfolio, yield, diversification, risk, and again, the funds we're going to use to get the job done. From there, all we have to do is click Start Investment Process. And again, because we're integrated with your systems, we'll be able to select from existing accounts. We're going to use that to then pre-fill a subscription document, where again, 90 to 100% of the information is going to already be pre-populated in this. Very easy to go in and edit if you need, but assuming that it looks good, all you have to do is click Generate Documents. That sends a DocuSign packet to the advisor for review. Client signs, advisor countersigns, and you're through a subdoc in 10 minutes instead of hours or days. Again, this is one piece of what we do, so I'll turn it back to Ryan to quickly talk about the overall privates picture.
The platform doesn't stop there. It allows advisors to add single bespoke exposures to single clients across the 5 asset classes that Jake talked about, so VC, private equity, private credit, real estate, and infrastructure. It's going to allow you to transact and make it feel like a public market transaction. As well, our workflow is addressing the investment cycle in its entirety. It's a big workflow. So if you're running your own platform or basically operating in the private markets, it's highly likely we're doing something to add and can add efficiency to your space. So if you're building an opinion about the private markets or portfolios that are touching or are in the private markets, Opto wants to be your premier partner. What I'd recommend to you is reach out to us or find Nick or Matt sitting in the front row. We'll also be front row at the Method Man concert. You can find us there. And thanks for everybody's time.
Thanks, everyone.